Okay, so now that your meat is all nice and brown, your turkey meat, and your vegetables are done, what you're going to do is you're going to add your tomatoes. Now watch out for splatter because they will splatter. So these are the diced tomatoes. You want to add everything, the juice and everything. Get them in there, and then you want to add your whole tomatoes. I like using whole tomatoes. I mean, you can use just diced tomatoes if you'd like. But I like the chunkiness. So what I do is I dump them in and I just like break them up. So, you know, they're not these huge, massive chunks, but, you know, it's chunky. You get the drift. So, I just break them up and make sure that they're all nice and broke up. And they'll cook down to, you know, when they sit in the pot for a while, because you're going to want this to cook for, you know, at least an hour on the stove before you serve it. Make sure that all those flavors, you know, kind of incorporate and meld together. So you want to do that. And then you want to add more seasoning. Or actually, first what you want to do is add some tomato paste. I don't use a whole lot of tomato paste. Tomato paste kind of has a bitter flavor to it, and really all it is for thickening your sauce. So I use about half of a 6-ounce can of tomato paste in there. So get that in there and get it incorporated. And for time and filming's sake, we just get that all mixed in. And I have Simply Organic Italian seasoning that I'm going to add to this. Believe it or not, when I went to the store to get more Italian seasoning, this jar was cheaper than the regular, like, McCormick, you know, jars. And this is organic, so really, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's still expensive, obviously. All herbs are expensive, but I couldn't believe that this was cheaper. So, I don't know. I'd say that's roughly a tablespoon there that I'm going to add to the pot. I'm going to add some more pepper, a couple grinds, because you got a lot of sauce here. Some more of the garlic. This is all really to taste. And I'm going to add some crushed red pepper. You don't have to do this. It gives it a little extra flavor. I don't put a lot in, believe me. Just a couple flakes. And just give it that nice flavor. And then I add a bay leaf to it as well. There's something about bay leaves that really just give it a nice aroma and nice flavor. So that's pretty much it. You know, you let it sit on the stove on simmer or low for about an hour before you want to serve it. I mean, if you have the time to make this, you know, a few hours in advance so it can sit all day, then that's great. If not, like I said, you know, it'll only take about an hour for you to you know, really get all those flavors in there. So try it. I hope you like it. And that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, well, silly me, I forgot to add the mushrooms. So I'm just going to add like a little teaspoon of olive oil to a pan. I'm going to, you know, heat it up. And I'm just going to saute the mushrooms in here. And I'm going to add them to the sauce. Another thing I forgot was that I use a can of 100% natural Hunt's sauce. Now this is not pasta sauce. This is just very finely ground tomatoes, almost like a tomato puree, but finer. I add this because it gives the sauce a little extra thickness and, you know, adds a little bit of flavor to it. So I add this as well, and this is just one 15-ounce can of sauce. And And you can get these. These are cheap too. These, you know, you can get these for 69 cents at your grocery store. So that's it. I'm going to saute the mushrooms, add them to the sauce, and bada bing, bada boom. That's it. Alright, so I just sauteed up the mushrooms, and I'm going to add them to my sauce. Can't believe I forgot those before. Also, what I did not add yet is the sugar. So I'm going to add my all-natural sugar. I have a tablespoon, and that's really all I'm going to add. Just going to add a tablespoon of sugar. It's just going to help sweeten it up a little bit and break down the acid from the tomatoes. So just not a heaping tablespoon. Just, you know, tablespoon, sprinkle it on there. And that's really going to help break up that acid. So that's it. Hope you enjoy it.